the xy plane above, O is the center of the circle and the measure of angle POQ is A degrees. What is the cosine of A degrees? That is, we have to get the value of cosine A degrees. Okay, let me write over here. That is cosine of A degrees. Now, in the given figure, let's assume x degrees as a measure of this part of the angle. And we know that here we have a right angle, that is angle between x-axis and y-axis. Now, to get the angle A degrees, we have to add this 90 degrees and this x degrees. Okay, here we have cosine of 90 degrees positive x degrees. So, because A degrees equals to 90 positive x. Let's consider the four quadrants in the given figure over here. This is the first quadrant. Here we have the second one. Here we have the third one. Here we have the fourth one. And also consider the ASTC concept. That is, we have A for the first quadrant, S for the second one, C for the third one, and T for the fourth one. Here we have A for the first quadrant. That is, all 6 trigonometric ratios are positive in the first quadrant. In the second one, we have S. S means a sine and its reciprocal cosecant. Only these 2 trigonometric ratios are positive. The rest are negative in the second one. The third one, cosine and its reciprocal secant are positive. The rest are negative. The fourth one, tangent and cotangent are positive. The rest are negative. Okay, here the terminal side of the given angle measure A degrees is in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, only sine and cosecant are positive. So here we have cosine. So then we'll have negative sign. And now we can use the cofunction identity in trigonometry because the angle measure over here is the addition of 90 degrees and positive x degrees. So in trigonometric ratio, whenever the angle is addition of 90 and some angle or a subtraction of 90 and some angle, we can use the cofunction identity. And when we have such an angle over here, this cosine will become sine, and we have to consider only this angle, that is sine x degrees. Okay, now let me draw an horizontal line segment over here to make a right triangle. That is, we have right angle over here. In this right triangle, this is hypotenuse because it is opposite to the right angle. Now, to get the length of the horizontal line segment over here, consider the x coordinate at the point Q. It's -1. But when I consider the length, it has to be positive. So we can take this -1 as positive. That is, 1 is the length of this leg of the triangle. Now, to get the length of this vertical line segment, we have to consider the y coordinate over here. Already it's positive, so square root of 3 is the length of this leg of the triangle. And in this right triangle, apart from the hypotenuse, for the remaining 2 legs, we have the lengths 1 and square root of 3. In a right triangle, apart from the hypotenuse, for the remaining 2 legs, when we have the lengths 1 and square root of 3, then this is a special right triangle. That is a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle. And this is the shortest leg because 1 is smaller than square root of 3. So this is the shortest leg and the next longer leg is this one, and the hypotenuse is the longer side. Okay, now in this 30, 60, 90 special right triangle, to get the length of the hypotenuse, I have to multiply the length of the shortest leg by 2. When I multiply this 1 by 2, I am getting 2. So here I got the length of the hypotenuse, that is 2. Our aim is to get the value of sine x degrees. According to Secato, for sine x, we have opposite divided by hypotenuse. Okay, when I consider the angle measure x degrees, so this is a side which is opposite to this angle. So the length of the opposite side is 1 and the length of the hypotenuse is 2. Here I got the value of cosine of A degrees, that is -1/2.